bearing in mind we've had such a magnificent banquet, I should point out that in the US they've got such a problem with obesity that 2 out of 3 people have become 4 out of 5 people. I do bear in mind that the American author P.J. O'Rourke once described the English as, and I quote, cold-blooded queers with rotten teeth and no sense of humour, who once conquered half the world but have yet to conquer dental hygiene. Now, as a description of the English, I agree with that, because I'm Welsh. I notice in your remarks, Mr. President, you're very keen, and of course, on the possible effect of e-business in your sector. Now, I've always been very suspicious of computers and software and technology in general, because let's face it, software doesn't help you to deal with people, in my view. Or does it? Because recently I read a report which was published by the London Business School, and what they'd done was to use an ingenious piece of software to assess people's personality types based on the colour of car that they drive. And what they found was that if you drive a black car, you're very likely to be a very focused, ambitious, driven individual. If you drive a red car, you're likely to have a high sex drive. Now, that's the good news. But if you drive a yellow or a green car, you're going to be, frankly, very stable and just a little bit boring. However, if you are arrogant, opinionated, and sarcastic, you'll almost certainly drive a white car with a blue light flashing on top of it. I should point out that the founding meeting of the International Federation, they debated all sorts of things, what countries to go to, what speakers to instruct, but also lots of extraneous social details. They also discussed how many condoms there should be in a standard Federation packet of contraceptives. And they disagreed amongst the countries. The New Zealanders thought there should be 5. One for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but allowing for a rest on Saturday and a rest on Sunday. The Australians thought there should be 9. 1 for each weekday, but 2 for Saturday and 2 for Sunday. Yes. A little premature, sir. The South Africans thought there should be 10, all for Monday. But the British thought there should be 12. 1 for January. I have to say, though, to be fair, I am a big fan of Americans, of American culture. I love watching their sport. I love watching the Super Bowl. I love watching the Baseball World Series. But can I just say, if there are any Americans in tonight, normally when we organise a World Championships, we usually invite other countries to take part. But of course, as you bring the ECA into the 21st century, with all the developments that I've heard about in the speeches tonight, and indeed the new logo, I am... Crikey, I'll keep that bit in my next speech, I have to say. It reminds me that, of course, we always have to, as companies and as individuals, always have to face the challenge of reinventing ourselves. And actually, a couple of nights ago, I watched that TV programme, Stars in Their Eyes. And a bloke came on and said, "Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Glenn Miller." And then he walked up the stairs, went through the mist, and we never saw him again. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Glenn Davies.